Okay, class, so you have created a GIF out of the video you took of someone dancing on a plain background. Their whole body is in the frame. And we're going to go ahead and open up Adobe Animate now. All right, so we're here in Adobe Animate, and we are going to create a new file. We're going to do it at full HD, frame rate. We had 5 frames per second in our GIF, so let's do the same frame rate here. 1920 by 1080p sounds good to me. Let's go ahead and create it. All right, so we're back here in Animate. So as you can see, right now we have an untitled document. So let's fix that right away. We're gonna hit File, Save As, and we're gonna call this Project 1. And let me put my last name in there. Swan _ Project 1. Hit Save. Great, we're off to a good start. Let us import that GIF we just made. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Import to Stage. Importing to library will put a document over here in our library. This becomes super useful later on when you're trying to bring in a lot of assets, but right now we want to import to stage. So let's go Import to Stage. And let's find our GIF. Here it is. Let's hit Open. All right, so as I hoped, we have 40 frames, roughly. I think I have 41. You can absolutely delete a frame if you want. Let's also go up here to this top right corner and go to Fit in Window. Yeah, that's great. Cool. So we did it. We have the basis for our rotoscope. What you're going to want to do now is take a few minutes here and figure out how exactly it is that you want to draw on top of this base. So I want to make Emma into a dancing pink cat, and I'm going to figure out just kind of on one frame only, maybe this frame, exactly how I want to get her to dance. So let's do that. Okay, so I've created a little outline of my pants here, and I think I want to make these pants gray. So I'm going to go over here to my color, and let's talk a little bit about digital color while we're here. So digital color is what's called additive color, meaning that, so in the past, maybe you have gotten some color theory from maybe elementary, middle, or high school teachers where they talked about mixing pigments together. So a red and blue paint together make purple. Yellow and blue make green, so on and so forth. And the science of this is that these pigments blend together and then they block out a bunch of light, only allowing, let's say, green light to be reflected back at you. However, computers work a little differently. They shoot light directly into your eyeball, for better or for worse. So actually you're mixing light and not pigments. So we then work with the light mixing additive spectrum, red, green, blue. So let's go ahead and pull that up for you, or not that. Here we go. So this is an additive color color wheel. So red and green light together make yellow, red and blue light together make magenta, blue and green make cyan, all the colors together make white. and no light is black. So in this case, as you can see, it's like I'm trying to make gray, but I can't because I am on my RGB setting, which is just about color. So I need to go up to one of these, hue, saturation, and brightness. Hue means color, but it also has a little bit of saturation and brightness along the bottom. Saturation means amount of gray. So if I want to make a gray, this is the spot. Let's make a gray. And then brightness is the amount of light. So I'm not going to mess with that. I'm just going to be happy with my color. Actually, it's not quite dark enough. You know what? I want it really dark. I want like charcoal. Okay, so I've made this charcoal color here. I'm going to fill my paint bucket with it and fill that in. So I think I want like some solid colors for her and then like to draw on top of those solids. So let's give her undershirt, make her undershirt black too. I'm gonna make another layer for undershirt. Oop. I'll just call it shirt. And I have not been locking my layers. I need to do that. Okay, shirt. And I'll go ahead and use my pen tool again. So holding to make a curve and then hitting Option or Alt to change the direction. I then let go before I let go of my click before I let go of the option. Okay, I'm going to fill this one in too. Oop, accidentally filled that in with the wrong color. I can take my eyedropper brush or eyedropper tool and click on my color to fill this in now. I'm going to make all of her sort of a pink. I'll do her face separately, so we'll just do like a pink undertone. Let's lock these and make a new layer. I call this, actually let's do her jacket. Jacket. And we'll hit it with the pen tool. And I definitely want to come back to this and put some fun marks in here because this thing moves in a really fun way. But this is just, we're just designing right now. We're just doing some rough strokes here. Remember, if you go ham on this, you have to go ham 40 times. So it is okay to keep it simple. Okay, let's fill this in. I'm going to eyedropper tool and pick out this incredible pink. I definitely want to preserve that. Okay. And I will fill that in. I'm going to delete these. Okay. There we go. So I have accidentally blocked out some of the stuff I need to see. So I'm going to, again, reduce opacity on my jacket. So that's Shift, click. Okay, great. So now I'm gonna lock that layer and make her skin layer. Maybe I can come up with maybe body is a better word for that, a less terrifying word. I'm gonna use the brush for this because I want this to be a little bit more fluid. And, this is a little bit, I want a less saturated color for this. Quite a bit less saturated, something like that. Okay. Alright. And let me try drawing a little cat face here. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. So drawing is not the only way to animate something. If you do not want to draw anything, you don't have to. I'm gonna go back to this. You can absolutely just fill things in with solids and call it good there. Let's give her a face. I'm gonna call this body. That sounds a little less creepy than skin. Remember to lock this layer. And I'm gonna bring this opacity for this other layer all the way back up. And yeah, make a new layer for her face. Let's make a line layer. Black. Okay, I'm gonna make this slightly thicker. So I'm hitting the open bracket here. I'm using the brush tool, and I'm going to go around and just add some soul back into this, because I find the pen tool can be a little soulless, so we don't want that. We want soul in our work. Okay. I think I want to simplify these just a little bit because those will be hard to do over and over again. So get rid of these. I'll open this up a little bit. Just do 3 each. B for brush. Boop, boop, boop. Whoops. A little bit smaller. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. So here's my little friend. So yeah, let's do this 39 more times, all right? So now I'm going to go ahead and start moving through this. So I'm going to do each layer one at a time. So I'll do the pants, then I'll do the shirt, then I'll do the jacket, then I'll do the body, then I'll do the face, and then I'll do the lines layer. because this is just a faster way to move through animating this than kind of going through each one, in my personal opinion. So what am I going to do? Right now I have hold frame here. So I want to make a new frame, but since I use the pen tool, I'm going to see if I can just sort of scooch things over some of the time. I'm going to lower my opacity here. So I'm going to hit Shift and the eyeball to lower my opacity. And I'm going to hit F6. This is duplicate frame. I now have an exactly identical frame right next to my original frame. And I am going to click with my selection tool. Actually, let me switch to my sub-selection tool and click on my pants here. And now I can move each one of these nodes over and sort of redo this drawing in this manner. It's up to you if you enjoy this workflow. You can, of course, just redraw every frame. Okay, so we have started the process of really getting into animation. I'm going to go walk my dog and then come back and finish my frames. You should take a coffee break and finish your frames, and then the next time we meet up, I'll show you how to put in a background and export. So happy animating. See you soon.